Hey everyone, my name is Kris with a K, and I got my Undertale / Deltarune Winter 2024 newsletter 5 days ago. I know, I'm late to the party, but I wanted to make this video anyways to do a whole reading of the entire newsletter. And don't worry, I'll be separating this video into chapters for those people who just want to get to the juicy parts. So without further ado, I'll start reading the entire newsletter, starting with the first section. Love. There's nothing in this world more important. Love. That's everything. And so today, we at the Undertale / Deltarune Newsletter Corp have decided to do something very special for our beloved fans. You're our Valentines. Please enjoy these 3 special cards. What did you think? Did you enjoy your Valentines? Well, let me tell you, that was only a fraction of what we've prepared. You see, there are slightly less than 50 different cards, so trade with your friends to collect them all. And don't try anything tricky. UTDR's most lovable character special Valentine's message. How are those Valentines? Your heart must be practically jumping out of your body in joy, then moving around in some sort of green square. Well, for some of you at least. Others might need a little more persuasion to enter love fever mode. Looking at you, non-truck freaks. In this case, we've got to bring out our secret weapon, a super special message direct from your favorite hero. A maestro of love, the cuddliest character, one who would stop at nothing to put a ring on it and get your heart. Enjoy. Deltarune Mini Status Update. Happy 2024 everyone! The Deltarune team and I were taking a break for the holidays to visit our families, but now everyone's back and excited to get back to the game. Read Chapter 3, we're working on the Japanese localization, then we will begin porting and bug testing the chapter, after which it will be totally complete. As mentioned last time, the team is now mainly focusing on Chapter 4, with some minor work being done on Chapter 5. We've set an internal deadline for ourselves regarding Chapter 4, and our new producer is going to help us make the sweet moves we need to make it meet it. I'm confident this is going to be a really productive year. As usual, there's not much I can share without spoiling anything, so please look at this cup. Valentine's New Year illustration by Saffronscarf. Saffronscarf informed me that the year of the bunny and the year of the dragon are right next to each other. Hey, that's kind of romantic, isn't it? So she drew something. Special Newsletter Spotlight and Interview, Gigi. This issue we've got a special interview with a special friend, Gigi. Gigi has been helping me with concept art since Undertale. They're an amazing artist with an unparalleled sense for color and fashion. Their most prominent work shown so far has been a Dark World costumes of Kris and Susie and the BG concept art for Chapter 2. But they've contributed many designs for the next chapters as well, so look forward to it. Anyway, on to the interview. Game music. You may have heard that I made a music for a certain game recently. Yes, a very certain game. Yes, with a totally out of nowhere collaboration. That's right, Soul of Serenity. I collaborated with Gigi on the soundtrack to the new visual novel, Soul of Serenity. The first chapter is now available for purchase. It's a linear story and only takes an hour or 2 to complete, so check it out. This game is intended for mature audiences, 18+ only. Don't play this, kids. As I implied, the soundtrack to this was a collaboration. While the two of us both made our own independent tracks here and there, most of the tracks were created by the two of us passing project files back and forth. It honestly felt like a true 50-50 effort, or maybe even more of a 60-40 on the side of Gigi. Gigi did mention that they wanted the soundtrack to sound like a PlayStation game, so I just sent them all of the sounds I usually use and we just went wild. Anyway, I don't think I've ever collaborated so back and forth like this. It was really fun. Plus, it's Gigi's debut album as a composer and I'm really proud. Soul Sub has a more serious fantasy atmosphere than Deltarune, but I think the appeal of the characters is similar in some ways. Like Deltarune, the characters and setting have a long history. There's something that Gigi has been turning around in her head for over 10 years, and it's hard to put it into words, but you can feel that. After meeting Loic and Yuzume for just a moment, they feel like old friends, and it's hard to stop thinking about them. I already want to meet them again. Anyway, if you're interested in a magical fantasy story with a slight dusting of Clown Woman, I can't give a stronger recommendation. Oh yeah, and don't forget to check out the soundtrack. Toriel slippers. They're real. Look, if you were a freak, I would tell you to put Toriel on your feet, but that would be weird, so I won't say that. That doesn't leave me with many other things to say, though. Me either, Toby. Toho Danmaku Kagura, Toby and Zun collaboration. You might have heard, but the song Toho creator Zun and I collaborated on is out now. It's a bit of a dream come true for me, so give it a listen. Temi also did the cover art for the song. Also, as usual, she did all the sprites in a newsletter. Thank you, Temi. Yuzuru Hanyu Repray. Yuzuru Hanyu, considered to be one of the best ice skaters of all time, if not the best ice skater of all time, is ice skating to Megalovania. To explain the context, Yuzuru-san is currently putting on a special one-man ice show called Repray that tells a story inspired by his favorite RPG games. The performance uses many songs from games that he loves, including Lufia 2, which made me extremely happy. I won't spoil too much, but the plot seemed to be a bit inspired by Undertale, which was a wonderful surprise. It goes without saying, but it's a huge honor to have my music used in an event like this. Luckily, I was able to attend in person. It was one of the best things I've ever seen in my life. When he turned towards the stands, I screamed and felt like Winnie the Pooh for a second. I'm not sure if it's corny to share this, but we sent him some flowers before his performance. Seeing this flower arrangement fills you with determination. I'll let you guys know if there's ever a way for you to view the performance for yourselves. Conclusion. I'm sure after that lovely newsletter, your heart must be going doki doki, ban ban, piko piko, and several other noises that only a doctor can properly diagnose. But there's one more thing. Temi did an illustration for 8-4's New Year's card. Cute, right? Hope everyone has an auspicious 2024, Year of the Dragon. See ya! One last thing I wanted to add before ending the video. There seems to be a secret Valentine's card that has some lore significance, and possibly the Spamton Love Network video also has some lore bits, but I'm not smart enough to figure that out on my own, so you could check out some videos by some other people who read the newsletter, got the actual Valentine's cards themselves, and are smart enough to figure out the lore significance behind it. But for now, these are the 3 cards that I received, and they are also posted on my Instagram.